Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. To Barkley on the check down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. Now Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the L.A. offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 75 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sony Michel, his first carry. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Throwing Jones over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 93 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Now Saquon Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Sebastian Joseph Day. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That catch good for only a couple. From the 27, Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Stafford. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Hopkins. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Michel is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On the stop was Aaron Donald. From the 30 on second down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard
NFL
run,
Madden
so the
League
offense
Season
can go back out there, feel pretty good about
2020-21
themselves.
games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Blue Vein 2021.
But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. D Ford gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd down and 6. A give. This is Michel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. To throw is Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, quick slant here to Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Stafford on target to Woods, first down L.A.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming off of back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Coming left is Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now Jones on first and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Rudolph, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. That's pulled in by the rookie from Louisville, Tutu Atwell. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again is Stafford.
He'll get this underneath to Michel.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The final shot before the break, Stafford.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And that one, no contest thus far, 17-3 the score at the half. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Colin Kaepernick, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Stafford. And this is caught off a deflection. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Another carry for Michel on second down.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Oh, a good move at the 5. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Powering his way forward. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your
The
feet.
NFL Madden League Season 202021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Screen Game 2021.
And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 50 at Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he stopped immediately there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
The NFL Madden League Season 202021 Week 6 matchup will be coming up next. Green Bay Packers 4-1, Chicago Bears 2-3.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
3rd and long, it's Stafford.
Oh, what a grab by
The
Woods.
NFL Madden Week Season 202021 Week 6 matchup will be coming up next. Seattle Seahawks 4-1, Pittsburgh Steelers 2-3.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10.
So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. But that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Jones on 1st down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Stafford finding Jefferson there. First down, L.A.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
4 yards remain for second down.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Looking again in the direction of Woods, but now it'll be third down. To the air again. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the red zone now, Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Stafford to Michelle on the screen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
The NFL Madden Week Season 202021 Week 6 matchup will be coming up next. Minnesota Vikings 2-3, Carolina Panthers 3-2.
Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New York ready to go again offensively.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 29, Jones.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 6 matchup will be coming up next. Arizona Cardinals 2-3, Cleveland Browns 3-2.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Jones finding Rudolph, and he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now Jones. Over the middle here to Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now Jones looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for L.A., they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.